Greetings and welcome to Divine Soul Lightworker Messages. This is going to be more of a channeling and talking or conversation about karmic energy and getting a more aligned view on karmic energy, especially in the tarot community. We hear a lot about karmic this, karmic that, and this is not going to be a message about your karmic is doing this, your karmic is doing that, okay? So I am going to be working with Archangel Metatron during this message. Excuse the glare of my glasses. This is something that has been on my mind to talk about today, and I'm just going to get the message out. We know that the Lionsgate portal is now upon us. It is August 7th. It's going to be August 8th, 2023. But whenever you hear this message is when it resonates. So, karmic energy. The focus on karmic energy has been heavily related to other people. The focus of karmic energy has been heavily related to relationships and trying to find out what your ex-partner is doing and what your ex-friend is doing, or your ex-co-worker. You know, that was a karmic this and this was a karmic that, and they were karmic because they did this, they were karmic because they cheated on me, they were all these reasons surrounding what a karmic is. So this message is to speak about what karmic energy actually is, what karma is. We know that Saturn deals with karma. Karma is an action. Karma is the result of something you have done, the action you have done, and what corresponds from that action. That's karma. And we all have karma. All of us have karma. And the lesson behind karma is that it is a lesson. Have you learned the lesson? Are you learning from this decision? Are you learning from that action? That is what karma is. So anything shared in this message is going to be centered around you and how you relate to karma. Not the emphasis being on others outside of you, but how you directly related to the incidents that have unfolded that you view as karmic. Once you have taken an action and it set in place the motions for things to transpire after that action, that is the karmic situation unfolding. Now, I'm hearing immediately, so you're saying that what someone did to me is my fault. So let's be real, let's be transparent. That's what this conversation is about right now, being truthful, being transparent. So as it relates to karma, how we treat ourselves will be what we receive back. So if you've made an action and it was in alignment with your highest vibration, you're going to receive back that of your highest vibration. If you made an action that was denying who you really are, if you made an action where you self-sacrificed yourself, if you made an action where you betrayed yourself for someone else, even though you felt it was for the greater good, you're going to be setting forth more actions of that karmic situation. So since most of the things in the tarot community about karma is about a past relationship, if you chose to be with someone and you knew it was not in the highest alignment. It was not healthy for you. It wasn't going to lead to you learning more love in a joyful, blissful, peaceful way, and you denied yourself the choice to say no, because this is free will. You denied yourself and chose to be with that person knowing that it wasn't in alignment with you. You betrayed yourself. So in the karmic situation, in the karma of betraying yourself, you set forth motions to have situations betray you. You set out the vibration in the frequency of self-betrayal. So what's going to come back is betrayal. If you've chosen to you ate a whole pizza, pepperoni pizza, super cheesy, greasy. You made the free will choice to eat that greasy pizza knowing your stomach cannot handle that. You set forth motions, you set forth situations for it to come back and tear your stomach up. You set forth the motions. You don't know when it was going to happen. You didn't know if the velocity at which you were going to be sick. You didn't know how that individual was going to betray you. You didn't even think that they would betray you because you were in love, because you thought you should take a chance, but you knew when you decided to say, oh, well, I'll give it a try. You self-betrayed yourself. So betrayal is going to come back. In terms of karma and karmic energy, we have to stop being in the space of being so negative, centering our focus on other people in a negative aspect. Thank you, Spirit. Placing the majority of our focus on other people's action and not addressing our own actions. If you stay in a situation too long, be it job, place, home, and it's not right for you, you're sending out the vibration to bring back that type of vibration. We have to move past being so negatively focused on karma just being around your exes, on karma just being around your siblings, on karma just being around your friends. It's about you, collective. It's always about you. In any situation, you are the common denominator. We, speaking for myself as well, we are the common denominator in any situation that we are in. And it's our responsibility to correct that. It's our responsibility to take up that information from that situation, from the mirror that's giving you that reflection, that's giving you that image, to look at yourself and say, how did I project this for it to come back to me this way? If we take it a step further and know that as humans as spirits having a human existence, we already agreed to certain lessons that are going to trigger our souls to awaken. That does not mean you don't have compassion. I'm not saying this in any way of not being compassionate for what happens and the things that we have chosen, but it is time to take responsibility for self. It is time to take responsibility for what you are calling in to your vibration, for what you are calling into your experience. And when you own up to the decisions you made against yourself, you will start to look at karma differently. You will then start to heal the parts within yourself that projected that vibration to call in that situation. And I'll be honest, I too, like everyone, have dealt with negative situations that I just did not understand. I didn't understand. How did I, a person that was full of love and wanting to help and wanting to share and wanting to better people, how did I in the past end up in an abusive relationship? Well, it started when I told that person, we're nothing alike. You don't do any of the things that I enjoy. Even if you didn't have that conversation to that person when they were courting you or chasing you, because we get caught up in the chase. When you said, I'll look past that because I want to be in partnership, I instantly projected out into the cosmos, she's ready to self-betray herself. She's betraying herself. So what is she going to get back? Betrayal. You take on a job that you know you just dread because you feel you need money, but you know the schedule doesn't work for you. You know the distance and how far it takes with commuting is too far out. It's too much gas. It's getting you home too late. You know you're going to have to sacrifice spending time with your children. You know all of those things. And then you take that job anyway, already knowing those things. You're sending out the vibration of when it comes back. Once you send it out, when it comes back, you're going to be sad, upset, irritated, even more money depleted, and you're still going to have to find another job. It's time to take responsibility for self. We are in a time, we are in this energetic space where we have so much support to look at the past with all of these retrogrades that is happening. You have so much celestial support to go back and look at things in love, to look at things in health, to look at things in family, to look at things in work, to look at things in friendship, to look at things with play in how you spend your free time. You have support to take the time right now to look at all of those things and see how they have been structured so you can restructure them. That is the importance of retrograde seasons. During this 8/8 portal, this powerful, fiery energy, this assistance, use your passion to look at yourself, to take account for what you have sent out, even if it's hard and tough, even if it makes you cry, even if you bawl, if you purge until you cannot purge anymore. Look at yourself and restructure yourself and make the next action a more aligned, a more healthier action. It's time out for demonizing the karmics. We all have been in negative situations. We all have stayed in situations where we needed to leave and did not. And we all need to take accountability, self-accountability for what we sent out And if you did not understand, understand, and overstand how it works, learn now. Learn now. It's never too late to stop and restructure. I say never say never. It's never too late to stop and restructure. You can change your mind at any time. You are a sovereign being, and you can change your mind at any time. You can change your path at any time. And if you don't know how, ask in prayer and meditate to listen. Ask in prayer and meditate to listen. Then take that action again. Action. Take the action to move. So let's see what shadow work the collective can do around changing their karma, their personal karma. We have facade. And trust issues. See that clown right there? This is going to be a real conversation. You see that clown right there? Sometimes you feel foolish. This is wearing a mask covering your own face. Take off your own mask and accept who you are. Face the trust issues you have within yourself, because it becomes a lack of, it becomes the issue of, I feel like I can't trust myself. I can't trust the decisions that I'm making because I've made so many decisions and they led me wrong. No, when you made that decision, was it healthy for you? Was it in alignment with your highest good? We have dynamic push and pull. Where are you swinging? What's pulling you? What's pushing you? Where are you feeling stuck? What is the dynamic? What are the dynamics that are around that are causing these trust issues within yourself? We have damper and influence. Dampering yourself out. Allowing the influences of others to overshadow what you need to do for yourself. That's not saying don't be about community. That's not saying don't be about family. That's not saying don't have a desire for romantic partnerships. But whose influence is pulling you more? What influence is pulling you more? Choices and anxiety, again, about the trust issues. Have an anxiety about how do you change what's coming into your 3D reality. The choices that we make. The choices that we make ourselves, it literally slingshots us into these roads, these paths that we're on. Horizon and transformation. This is what you need to do at this time. Transform. Empathy, lack, and fulfillment. How can you fill anyone else's cup if yours is empty? How can you be so proud about running around doing everything for everyone else? I run here, I run this, I do that. I'm mom, I'm sister, I'm wife, I'm community leader, but your cup is empty. You feel like you're lacking because you're not pouring into yourself first. That does not mean you cannot assist others, but you have to assist yourself first. How are you showing up in the mirror? When you look at yourself, are you being real with yourself? Or do you feel like you're just a shell of who you are? Stop vanishing in all of the busyness, using it as an excuse. Using it as an excuse. Driftwood and transmute. Transmute. Dry. I heard is drying up inside. Just drifting through. Just doing what everybody else wants me to do because that's what I should do. No. That's what you keep calling in. This is what karma is. Tied in uncertainty. Emotions. How do you need to ground yourself? What is the ebb and flow? What's really going on in your emotional body? That you're just allowing the excuses of the world, of these relationships, to be the scapegoat for the decisions you are making. 21:21 on the clock. These are the excuses that you are making. It's time to take responsibility for you. Some people might not like this message. Whoever, I don't care if one person sees this message. It is time to stop playing the karmic roles and the karmic this and the karmic that. And no shade to anybody out there that's doing those type of readings. No shade at all. No shade at all. But when are we going to talk about it's time to address self? When are we going to talk about it's time to address self? You can keep living that way if you so choose, but you're allowing your vitality to just be, you're just throwing it away. You're just throwing it away. Yeah, lunar eclipse, releasing the past, breakthrough, pushing limitations and healing. Releasing the past ideas about what everyone has done to me. What have you done to you, dear one? What have you done to you? Stellium. Reinforcement, concentration. Utilize the support to concentrate on how to heal those wounds. It is going to be tough. It is going to be challenging. You might have to walk away from a lot of things and a lot of people, but guess what? You walked away from you first. You walked away from you first. Virgo, healing, health, grounding in communication, inward communication. It's going to be emphasizing things you need to go through during Virgo season. The Hermit, going within. Yes, Spirit. Going within, looking at your inner light. Like I said, that cup, what's really in your cup? What is your inner light telling you? Stop wasting all this time purely focused on other people when the real change happens from within. Anything else? The real change happens from within. Yeah, repressed desires. The real change happens from within. What are you repressing? Are you afraid of yourself? Why are you afraid of yourself? Why are you afraid to be alone? Why are you afraid to start that family? Why are you afraid to try something new? Why are you afraid to step out and be who you authentically feel you are in the inside? Why? What are you repressing? And why are you repressing that? Embrace your darkness. That's where you'll find your light. Conjunction, unity, inner self, self-motivation. Again, concentration. Concentration has come out here twice. Personal interest, that 0 being the fool. Like I said in my last reading, it's okay to be a fool for yourself as long as it's in alignment, as long as it's healthy. Choose you. If you realize you chose wrong, scrap it. Choose you. If the job is wrong, choose you. If how you're raising your children is no longer how you want to show up as a parent, choose you. Fix yourself. Self-motivation, inner self, unity with self. That is how you change your karmic pattern. Not constantly just talking about people. Talk about yourself. Journal about yourself. Cry about yourself. And then take action to move, trying. Talent. Use your talents. What talents are you hiding? Development, privilege, aptitude, self-comfort, being comfortable in situations because you just want somebody next to you. You already have the job. You don't feel like looking for a new one. Laziness is on here. It's time out for this lazy spiritual work. All this love and light, love and light, love and light. It's not all love and light, namaste all the time. True spiritual work is not all love and light and namaste at the time. It is hard work. It is intense. It is tough at times. But when you go through that, you get the fulfillment and you get the courage and you get the revitalization of knowing I did that. I did that. And now look at what's coming out. I connect. 11th house. Aquarius. Being an individual. Stepping outside the box. Looking at your friendships, groups, how you're showing up in society. Projects, social media. Your I know self. And I'm here, you already know this. Sun, illumination. You already know this. Self-expression, ego, creativity, identity. What are you allowing to rule you? And what are you allowing excuses to just take up the space for? Any last messages? We are the karma. Ourselves. You are the karma. Yourself. Take these last two. Yeah, Pluto. Transformation. Rebirth. Renewal. Obsession. Opposition. Duality. Dependence. There's nothing wrong with getting help from people, but are you just dependent on it solely? Interactions here. Die to your old ideas of self. Let it go and allow yourself to be reborn. Change your perspective like the hangman. Change your perspective. Allow that tower moment to happen. It starts within yourself first. How can you get the Ace of Cups if you're not willing to allow it to pour within you first? How can you get the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups if you're not allowing a newness to wash over you in your idea of what's really playing out in your life? We are responsible for ourselves. So I'm going to leave this message here. I hope that those who needed this message received the message. I ask that the Most High God gets this message to whomever it was for, because it was on me to really share it today. And that we really take what was said and connect it with yourself and utilize all of these energies, utilize this portal to push yourself forward through to a new idea around yourself. Stop placing the blame on others and accept your portion. Accept the part you played. Apologize. Own up to it. Take it on a chin. Yes, I made the decision. I'm ready to make a new decision. Peace to you all.